Hi, Erin. How are you doing?
Hello, I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm great. I'm great. First of all, it's really lovely to see you in the MCU. And I was told I'd be chatting with you a couple of weeks ago, and I was also told I couldn't find out who you were playing. I just had to go, yeah, sure, this sounds great. And I'm assuming that level of secrecy was like 20 times more heavy for you. So what I wanted to ask was like, what's it like, and what's it been like on your end, having to kind of tiptoe around and not just sort of go, hey, this is who I'm playing.
It's been so hard. It was hard when I was originally filming the series, because I had to keep it from friends and family and things like that. And then now that I'm doing interviews and things like this, and also just friends and family have been asking me more about my character. I know everything that happens, and it's so difficult to try and keep all of that in because I know how cool it is and I know how cool it gets.
Yeah.
So it's so hard to not just spill it all out and tell everybody, but also I think it'll be worth the wait.
Yeah. Have you, be honest? No, you know what? Don't be honest. I was going to say, is there anyone you've actually let slip to? But you're on like NDAs that could cripple a normal person. So I'm gonna respect those boundaries. But that's so interesting as an actor. I mean, how do you prepare for a role like this? Not just in secret, but how do you actually get ready for a role which isn't just acting? I mean, you punched Bucky Barnes off a truck. I mean, that's not normal. Like, how was that process?
Um, it was intense. It was a lot of fun. So like the acting side of it, luckily I had time with Kari and Zoe beforehand to
Mm.
speak more with about my character and speak with them, and I felt quite clued up by the time that I was filming. And then with the physical side of it, they'd also done a great job there too, like making sure that I'd trained really hard. And like before I even went to America, like I was training in England
Mm.
for a few weeks prior. And so by the time I actually came to doing the stunts on screen, I felt very prepared and very safe as well. Um, so yeah, I think a lot of prep goes into it, and it's very intense. It's quite hard, but it's mostly fun.
Because I've got friends who are actors and they say the best part of acting is that you can just kind of slack off. And then when you get a movie role, you just get this crash course of basically intense CrossFit martial arts training. I mean, what kind of stuff were they having you do for this?
I did a lot of boxing,
Right.
um, kickboxing as well,
Mm.
a little bit of parkour, and then like the things in. Yeah, I know it's kind of interesting. And
I mean, you're on a truck. If you parkour, you're dead, right? Like you're
then
off the truck.
listen, not Carly. She's crazy. Um, she's fearless. But and then they had me do like strength and things before actually flying to America, so that I was prepared to do all of
Right.
the stuff by the time I got there.
Okay. You said flying to America. I presume flying is not one of the powers you haven't revealed yet, right? You get on a
And
plane,
yeah,
like
I
a,
got on a plane. Can you imagine if I just let that slip now? Also fly and read minds.
my God. Yeah, well, because the thing is, we don't, I mean, as viewers, walking in very cold, I mean, this show is like, it is uncharted territory, and that's great. But we don't know what Carly can do yet. And I guess one of the things I'm really curious about and really careful about is we also don't know who she is. Is there anything you can say about who she is up to this point where we are as viewers, that you think would be useful for us? Because I'm sitting here going, is she bad? Is she good? Is she both? I mean, you studied at the Nottingham Television Workshop, right? Now you're playing a Robin Hood-esque character. Is that typecasting? Or is that just a coincidence?
I think it's a coincidence. I don't think I'm getting typecast. Um, Also because I'm not actually from Nottingham,
Okay.
so I think it's fine. But that's so cool that I went there. Yeah, such a great place. TV
Yeah.
workshop.
I mean, when you're an actor, I presume they don't get you ready for stuff like this, right? Like how do you like did your training cover any of this at all, or were you well prepared?
Um, do you know what? At the TV workshop, we did a lot of improv. So every single we went like it's like a group thing every Saturday, and
Yeah.
there's a lot of kids there, and it's different every single time you go. You don't know going in what you're going to be doing, and coming out you could feel like for 100 different ways. So I think in that aspect of it, yeah, they did great at training me up for it. But then also the physical side of it, no, they don't make you like do press ups before you get in or sit ups or anything like that.
Yeah. Did
Yeah.
because I just keep sitting here going like, I mean, well, first of all, I mean, yeah, I keep kind of skirting around and going, I want to know more, but I also don't want to know more. But I mean, breaking it down, if we're breaking down and simplifying a very complex character, what do you think of Karli as a person at this point?
Um, okay, so uh, for what we've seen so far, I feel
Mm.
like the you can see she's extremely driven, and it's so difficult not to spoil anything.
I respect that.
She's extremely driven and extremely
Mm.
passionate. And what I will say is that she won't let anybody come between her and what she's fighting for.
Okay. Okay, cool. I mean, that's cryptic, and I like that. The, yeah, what's interesting is, I mean, she is. First of all, how do you smash a flag? Do you freeze it and then smash it? I mean, that's such an abstract concept.
Somebody else said that. I don't. Somebody else said that. Do you freeze it and then smash it? I have no. It's more. It's not so literal.
Right. Okay, so you're smashing the concept of flags, because I mean we are living in a really intense world right now, and there's a lot of like protesting is a big thing, and I think typically speaking it's a really good thing. So I mean, do you want viewers to sympathize with Kylie, or would you understand if they did?
um, I hope they sympathise with her. I can sympathise with her, and I understand her. And I think that was also very important for me going into this role, that I did actually understand her as a person and what she's fighting for.
Mm.
Um, so I hope that like throughout the rest of the series and throughout her journey that people understand her and can relate to her even.
Yeah. And look, I guess finally, how does it feel to be on the inside of, I think, literally the biggest franchise ever? This is crossing movies and TV now, and there's video games, and like it's huge. How does it feel to be on the inside of that?
It feels so surreal. I've still not got used to it. It's such a weird experience, especially because I've been a fan of this since I was a teenager. So to now be in it is just, it's wild to me.
Have they let you touch the shield yet? Have you just picked it up quietly and touched it?
Yeah. I had to, yeah, I have to, yeah. I had a little feel of it.
That's like mecca to so many people. I'm so happy to see you in this franchise, and it sounds like you're having a great time. You are having a great time, right?
I'm having an amazing time. This is I'm literally, my head is exploding every single second. I don't think people realize how crazy this is for me.
Yeah, it's so nice to talk, because I mean, I talk to a lot of people, and occasionally people are just going, "Yeah, it's great. Yeah, I can't wait." I interviewed Harrison Ford a while back for the Force Awakens junket, and he was amazing. Like, he was the nicest dude, but he was also really tired because he's like a 70-year-old guy, and he was like, "Yeah, I'm Han Solo. What do you want?" Whereas you look like you are hovering off the ground with excitement. So I
I,
just think that
I really feel like I am. I feel like I haven't, I don't know. It's not fully sunk in, and I don't know when it's going to. I don't know when it's going to feel normal. And
yeah.
if does it feel normal to everybody else? I don't know. I feel like I'm having the most crazy time at the minute. It's crazy. I don't know.
That's so cool. Well, thank you for chatting. It's been really great. Good luck with the rest of the interviews, and I cannot wait to see what happens with your character, and whether any flags get frozen and smashed.
You'll see.
All right.
Thank you so
Thanks
much.
so much.
See
See you,
ya.
Erin.